Hi, my name's Tony and I'm from the Sup Company. And in this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the JP Foil Slate in IPR construction. So here we are with one of our most popular crossover foil boards, the JP Foil Slate. This here in its IPR construction is the 810. It's also available though in its smallest configuration, which is a 7/8, and then sitting in the midway point you have the 8.2. I've actually used this board extensively myself, mainly because when we go out and take a few people with me in order to introduce them to foiling, it's a really, really easy board to get on with. And that's in no small part to its overall outline shape. And then this concave that it runs on the underside. And it's just a dream. And it works so well because, well, it does so much for so many people. So this board at 810 by 31 inches wide with 145 litres of volume is good for paddlers of up to around 105, 110 kilos tops. But you don't have to just be a paddler. If you are looking to sup foil for the first time, if you're looking for a performance surf shape that provides a lot of stability, this will do it also. But if you are even looking to wing surf, this is a good option for you as well. And windsurfing, because JP hark back to their heritage as a windsurfing brand in all of their composite boards with a female threaded mount in order to take a windsurfing rig. But look, let's run you through from the nose down to the tail as we do in all of our videos here at the Sup Company. And it's the nose in the Foil Slate range which is really striking very early on. And it's very, very wide. And that means that it provides a lot of stability in a relatively short outline package. That width follows the rails all the way back down to here to around your main standing area. Really clean deck. Aesthetically, I think in 2021, they're really striking in this IPR yellow that they've gone with. And it's a really nice contrast. JP, in my view, have never really built a bad looking board. The entire lineup's always looked really, really strong. But that width, as I say, follows all the way back down to here around the handle. But then it goes in, it starts to pull in very, very tight to the tail, and the rails start to become much thinner and much more refined. So when you are surfing this shape, it works. If you are dropping into, say, around, 5 foot, 6 foot waves, this is a performance surf shape that does deliver. There's very few compromises in a board like this, as you can find in some other crossover models. The JP Foil Slate really does it all to a very high level in a number of different areas. The deck though is nice and flat. That's a feature that I really like about this. You can move around on the deck really intuitively and confidently and know that there is grip and placement for your feet at all times underneath you. Nice diamond cut deck pad that transitions to a slightly different color in the tail here with a really nice large kick pad, which is going to stop you running off the back of the board in almost all circumstances. So one final feature in the deck pad is the foot strap mounts, and unlike some other crossover boards of this size out there, JP have put these mounts in here. They've also included 3 neoprene covered foot straps. And what's really nice is, well, the base placement is very well thought out and it's where you want it to be. But in terms of actually allowing you to tune it around you and that little bit of refinement, there are 4 different positions that you can set them in, and it just helps you work where you want to go. Most notably on the back foot placement, because you can then tune it to the foil and as to where that's placed on the underside and just help you with your back foot placement. And yeah, it's just a really nice feature. On the underside of the board though, let's take it and roll it over, and we can see just how much subtle shaping has been put into the board. Very early on in the front of the nose, there's this V shape, which is funneling the water back down the center line of the board. The center line though is where a lot of the action is happening. And straight out of the packet, it doesn't look like there's a lot of shaping in here, but there is actually a very deep yet subtle single concave running through the board. And the reason why you miss it at first glance is, well, it runs from rail to rail and it is drawn out across the entire surface area of the underside of the board. And that leads to just simply one thing: stability. So when you are windsurfing, or if you're paddling in prone on a wave on this, or you're paddling trying to get up onto a foil, you can do that early on with this before you've taken flight on a foil, and you'll find it very stable underfoot. That shape though funnels back over these US fin boxes in the center down to a V finish around the center fin, and it just helps with tracking on the board. The fin boxes though are worthy of note. So we've got 3 FCS fin system boxes there. They come with these R7 glass core fins from JP, very rigid, very stiff fins. But if you are looking for this board as a true crossover shape, then it is the 2 US fin boxes in the center. Now, while the twin US fin boxes are pretty much standard across the industry as a whole now for foiling, these boxes aren't. They've been uprated by JP to not only take higher loads, but they've also been increased in length overall. These actually measure 33 centimeters in length, which is about 10 centimeters longer than we found in other brands' boxes. And that is really, really good because it allows you to adjust where the foil sits, and you're going to change that position time and time again, not only as you dial in the performance of this board and what works for you, but as you cross sports. So if you are buying this board with which to sup foil, it will sit in a different place on the fin box. If you are buying this board also with a view to windsurf foiling this board, then you are going to set the foil in a different place as well. And having an increased length in fin box area is going to allow you to do that, and it is going to work, as I say, much, much better across all of those different genres of sport. Overall though, if you are looking for a really, really competent crossover surf, foil, windsurf board, then yeah, the JP Foil Slate is one of the best on the market by quite some way. Thanks for watching our video. If you've got any questions about what you've seen, why not give us a call in the shop or head over to thesupco.com. To stay up to date though with all of our videos, why not click the subscribe button up here? But to see the next video in our series, well, take a look up here.